Welcome back to King's Engineering. Today we are going to discuss S3 bucket with the Terraform, and we are going to close Terraform course with this last video. Hope till the video you have understood everything related to the Terraform, and if you able to do simple operation with EC2 instance, you can do anything with any services in AWS, and that's why I'm going to explain S3 bucket, how you can deal with S3 bucket, and it will help you to do anything in a Terraform. Let's move to the screen. We'll see there how we can launch S3 bucket through Terraform, as well as we'll see how we can use S3 bucket using AWS console. So now I'm considering that we don't have information about S3 bucket, so I'll explain some basic concept related to the S3 bucket and we'll move to the next point. So consider you have developed one website, right? You have developed one website, and this website is having some data and you need to store. For example, you have created one Facebook kind of website where you have to store images, profile pictures or post pictures, all those things you have to store. So where you actually store that thing, so you no need to worry about this thing, but I'm just telling you that for it might help you in interviews. If someone asks about what is S3 bucket, then you at least able to explain what it is exactly. You no need to worry about how to use. So let's consider that you have one website. Okay, in that website we need to store something like, for example, videos you want to store, for example you want to store images, for example you want to store some data like in format of text or in format of anything. So where you exactly store this? Basically under any environment system. In an environment system, I'm saying that EC2 instances, or if you launch any Windows systems, you will get some storage, right? And in that storage you can store anything, but it is not recommended. Every system, it has its specific work. For example, if you launch any EC2 instance for handling a website, so you don't have to explicitly store data inside that system. It get problematic while it going in a long time. Okay, that's why what developer exactly doing, whatever component need for the website, developer will design separately. For example, I have designed everything in HTML, CSS or anything. You might know that things, or maybe you don't have knowledge of that thing, but I'll tell you. Whatever UI you see on a screen, that is HTML and CSS, right? So you have designed that thing and you have deployed in EC2 instance, but in backend you have to store some data. So that data you have to store, and for that you have to use S3 bucket for images and all the thing. You have to use databases to store your data, or if you using any chat kind of application, you need to store all data in real-time applications. So that stuff you need to do. So I hope now you are able to relate what is S3 bucket. If you go through a full form, that's simple storage services, and 3S is there, that's why it's called S3 bucket. And bucket is kind of storing something, so we are going to see how we can do. So okay, let's open our AWS console. Now my AWS console is opened here, so I'll go inside a service tab and I'll just click on the S3 bucket. Okay, once you click on S3 bucket, you will get S3 bucket management console. So now here you can create a S3 bucket. You will get this kind of page if you open first time, and if you're getting something different, that means you are not opening this is the first time. That's okay, no worry. We just need to identify where is a create bucket option. So just click on a create bucket. Once you click on that create bucket option, you will get option to create a bucket, but there is a small rule inside it. Whenever you define bucket name, it's unique, and it's not unique for your console only, it's unique for overall universe. So you have to give a very meaningful name. For example, if I give name as a Kings, and if I try to create bucket, it might get a error. We'll check that. It's saying that must not contain a uppercase. Even we remove the Kings K and replace with small k, then also we'll get one error, and it is saying that it is already exist. Means whenever you're creating any bucket name, that should be a unique. So I'm giving a Kings and Ganesh. Hope this name will not taken any other person. Okay, if it is taken, we'll add some more details and it will get created. Okay, we'll take care of this. Okay, next thing, we have to define ownership, that we don't have to change. Second thing, access. So suppose you have a Google Drive and you are going to store the photos, videos and everything, right? But you don't allow everyone to see the Google photos, right? You have a specific access, you can only see that things, okay? Like that only you have to define access related to S3 bucket, and you have to select this option. So right now, whenever I create S3 bucket, it's recommended to create block all public access, because everyone can access. If they get the link of your S3 bucket, they can access your photos or anything inside this bucket, they can access, and it is violation of your policy. If you use S3 bucket for your website, it's completely violable about your policy, because you don't allow to disclose personal information, even a private information of any of user. So it's always recommended to keep as a block all public accesses. Then bucket versioning, right now we are not going to do any versioning, okay? That's why we stay with disable. And if you want to add some tags or anything, you can add here. Once you reach at the bottom, you will get a create bucket options. Once you click on a create bucket options, it is getting created if name is unique. Only if name is not unique, that time it will not get created. So at which reason it is getting created? So you can see here US East, at this location S3 bucket get created. If you change here and then you have created, then that particular location will automatically get selected. So now I'm going to open King's Ganesh, and inside that I'm going to upload simple one thing. If you want to upload anything, you can directly drag and drop, or if you want to upload some specific thing, you can add file or you can add folder. Here you can just click on that. So I am going to add file, and inside that file I'm going to select anything. For example, I am going to select this page. If I click on OK, it will get uploaded, and you can use this page anywhere from this application. So how to upload things, how to handle that things, it will take care developers. You no need to take care about that thing, but you have to know what is that. Okay, now if you go back and go inside the bucket list, okay, and then if you want to delete this thing, you can delete, okay, but there is one conflict. If you click on a delete, it will first ask to remove whatever inside this bucket, and it is only for your safety. Might be if you don't want to delete some things, like if I created multiple buckets and I'm not sure which one I want to delete, and accidentally I have some data inside a bucket, so for that they have given the option. Okay, right now it is getting directly deleted, but most of the time they will ask, or they will raise a one pop-up kind of things, you want to delete or not. Okay, might be that gets changed. Last time when I tried that thing, it's not getting deleted because of they asked me to remove inside whatever inside in the bucket, they asked me for that. Okay, that is how you can use a S3 bucket, and that's a very simple thing, but you have to know how what it is exactly. So now next thing is our main topic, that's a terraform. So you might be thinking, what we can do with a terraform if you have your account, like if you are only able to access the S3 bucket related things. Okay, so your access will get created, right? That's a one thing you have to access related to that S3 bucket, right? And right now we have one user as terraform username, right? And that user having all permission related to AWS account, so he can handle anything. Okay, if you want to limit the permissions, you can do. I already explained that all things clearly in I am user class. Okay, so I have one script. I'm going to copy this script. I'm going to explain this in our environment. Okay, first thing, I have to go inside our system where we have integrated terraform things. Okay, so I have to enter my password. Then once I entered my password, I am where exactly I am under my root directory. Okay, inside root directory we have created one folder terraform, and that folder is compatible for terraform script. So now if I type cd terraform and go inside and do ls, I have written one create dash s3 bucket tf script. Okay, just I'm going to open this script because the same content is under this script, and I'm going to explain. So as you know, this part is for to access AWS account, right? My username, then access key, private key and region, that's a thing. Second thing, resources. Under resources I have to define this. Why? Because when we try to launch ec2 instance, there we have declared that ec2 instances. Now this is a bucket name. Anything what you want, you can define this. Second thing, bucket. So you have to define bucket name as a unique, right? That's why I have given this name, my bucket universal unique kings. Okay, just I'm going to change this because last time I have used this one. Okay, so instead of kings I'm going to give a Ganesh. Okay, and tag name you can add. For example, I have added tag one as a name and second as an environment. Whatever you want to add tags as a tag, you can add. Now when I run this script, one S3 bucket will automatically get created and we can see that S3 bucket. So I'm just going to save this script, and after saving the script I'm just going to run terraform apply, and that script going to actually execute this create -s3.tf script. And once this script get executed, we can see the one S3 bucket will get created on our AWS account. We'll wait for execution. Okay, I think we had made one mistake accidentally. We have to just open this file. You can see the explanatory mark and some signs are there. By accidentally I had typed that, so I just again going to run this script. For that I need to run this terraform apply. Once it will get created, we'll see the next thing. Enter S, and after that it will try to execute our code. Okay, you can see apply completed. That means our resource will get created. So we can see that you just have to go in your account and you just have to refresh the page. Or you can do one thing, you just have to go here and you can just select the buckets. All buckets created that will get displayed here, and you can see the my bucket universal unique hyphen name, that name we have just changed, it is getting created under where? Under AP South hyphen 1, that's a Mumbai region. Now if developer won't do anything with that resource, he can manage. We have to create the bucket through Terraform, and that's our achievement. So now I hope all you are understood how we can use S3 bucket. And instead of S3 bucket you have to do any other operations, you can just search that thing on Google or ChatGPT and then analyze what you want and what kind of things will help you. Just copy that things and do anything what you want. So hope this course will help you. This is last video for Terraform, but not a last video for our DevOps course. So DevOps course will going to continue, but yeah, Terraform course will close today here. Hope you are able to do anything with the Terraform. If you get any problems, you can reach to us, and hope you enjoyed this course. That's all for this course. I request all of you to leave us a one rating review, whatever comments you have for this course, as well as if you have any suggestions you can leave us. We'll try to cover this all things in upcoming courses. And even if you have any bigger problem or anything which you want to include in this course, please tell us, we'll include that. So thank you for watching our course. We'll meet in any other course.